I'm working on our cabin project that eventually become an Airbnb, and the kitchen is finally coming together. Only one thing I needed was a clean way to add an outlet for the fridge on a finished wall. If you ever face this problem, here is a trick that saves you from tearing everything apart. The challenge here is that the wall is already complete. The drywall is painted and I really don't want to open up a big section of the wall. So instead I will use a little trick, removing the baseboard and running the new cable behind it. Once the baseboard goes back on, nobody will ever know that the wall was touched. First I measured where I wanted a new outlet. The old outlet is on the left wall and a new power on the other wall just around the corner. Step 1 is taking off the baseboard. When I marked the height on the wall, where I would cut just above the floor, exactly where the baseboard will cover it. With my isolating tool, I cut a narrow strip of drywall along the bottom. You need to be gentle here, because we will put the same drywall piece back later. When the strip was out, I had clear access to drill through the studs at floor level. Next, I turned off the power and removed the existing outlet. I made a knockout hole at the bottom of that box so I could drop my new cable down. I pulled enough cable to reach all the way across to the new location. From there, I drilled small hole through each stud along the bottom and feed the cable through, always keeping it low so it stays hidden. I measured 12 inches up from the floor to match the rest of the kitchen outlets. Cut the opening in the drywall and pulled the wire up into that spot. Now it was time to wire everything. I stripped the cable connected to the existing outlet and then wired it up with a new outlet for the refrigerator. Everything was secured properly with ground, neutral and hot connected. After double checking all the connections, I turned the power back on and tested both outlets. The tester showed everything was correct. The old outlet still works and the new one is ready to go. The last step was closing up. I reinstalled the piece of drywall at the bottom, added some spackle to smooth it out, and later I will reinstall the baseboard to cover everything. And that's it! A clean new outlet on a finished wall without making a huge mess. This is a great way to add power in your kitchen or any finished space without turning it into a drywall project. Would you try this method in your own home? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to follow along with more projects as we build out our cabin.